Rick, Aaron, Nick and Woodsy are trying their luck at the Palmerville campgrounds and are having a go at gold detecting.
My kids and I actually watch a show on TV about gold prospecting, so I'm really keen to actually get out there and tell my boys that I've actually been able to do that as well. I actually have just found out that Aussie Gold Hunters, which is actually a TV show that me and my boys watch, is actually filmed right here at Palmerville Station. So I am really keen to get out and see if I can find any gold on this station. It's going to be exciting.
So, first of all, you have a detector. Then once you get a target, you need a pick to get it out. So I normally carry a hammer loop on me, but bare essentials only today. I've dropped the ball a little bit there. And you need a scoop to actually find your find. You also have a finds bottle to put your finds in when you find the gold.
I think we might need something a bit bigger than that for today, mate.
Well, I'm hoping we do.
So what can I say? Frog took us down, took us to a spot that he's found gold at before, and straight up, well, not straight up, after a few steel cap boots. I'm like.
So what we're going to do is you're going to walk nice and slow, just overlap your swings. So there's obviously something there.
I was like, nice steel caps, mate. He's like, yeah, it just totally obliviated Aaron as he's swinging a metal detector around. Twing, there's metal here, twing, and he's walking back with his boots. Like, you couldn't write stuff like that. It was that funny.
Now this happened to me when I first started detecting. I was detecting away, my mate's watching me, and I was scratch, and go, oh, nothing there. Move along, and he's just watching me do this time and time again. Comes over and he says, you wearing steel cap boots? Bloody oath, mate, safety first, you know. He said, you've got a metal detector in your hand. I'm like, oh yeah. And
It's a good thing 3 minutes in we found this out, otherwise we would have been beeping all day.
you know what I mean? A lesson learnt here, if you are going to get into metal detecting, make sure you've got these non-metallic composite work boots.
Anyway, we continued, we dug around, and I swiped the ground a fair bit, and then whack, we hit something.
Ooh.
So we dug down, Frog dug down for us to show us how to do it, because none of us have actually done it before. And it was really interesting what we learnt, like waving the dirt over the top of the metal detector and just, shifting through it, how you do it. And well, we pulled up a little nugget. Rick!
Oh, yeah.
Now check this out! Oh, that's awesome.
How good's that? Drop it in there.
Yeah, it's dead serious. It's my safety boots, I tell you.
Okay, see us.
Hey!
I'm out of here.
Well, I've still got the metal detector.
Oh, yeah.
I think you forgot.
Bloody hell, that's worth more than this
And I'm
nugget.
surrounded by picks and hoes, so.
This is Exploring Off the Grid. Now, while the serious gold hunters have been listening in to Frog's advice, Nick and Rick have been planning another little prank.
That's the thing, even in country like this, you don't know, it could be just... Ooh! What the?
Hey!
Is that right?
You just found a nugget.
It's not really working on yours, but what's that? Nugget. Looks a bit clean.
Depends on purity.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that before.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's fool's gold.
Fool's gold. Pretty cool find, just the same.
Spray gold.
Yeah. Super cheap $2 export can.
Super cheap gold.
Cheeky buggers.
Never seen that before, that's pretty cool.
Oh, Don.
What have you got?
Oh, they're calling it fool's gold, but I'm the fool.
Well done, boys. The old spray paint a rock trick works every single time.
Take on any off-grid challenge with Shervy Power products. Reliable 12-volt products that won't let you down. Shervy Power products, the ultimate in reliable off-grid power.
Now let's check back in with our rangers, as Brad has a very special spot in mind for our team to cool off.
It's been a bit of a joke on the trip because I love swimming, especially in warm tropical creeks. And with the Crocs, you can't always do it. But everyone sort of knows that Matt's going to be looking for a swimming hole to go swimming in. When we were coming out for lunch, they said, hey, we're going to take you to a swimming hole and it's crystal clear water and we can go swimming and we'll have lunch. I'm like, okay, this sounds right up my alley.
It was hot, it was sweaty, dusty, and then in the middle of an otherwise arid landscape, pulling into this limestone waterhole where it was crystal clear, and knowing that we'd got the all clear, there was no snappy handbags in there, we could dive in. I mean, I didn't have togs, towel, was not prepared, but there was no hesitation.
This is by far the best rock pool in the Cape as far as I was concerned.
Literally everyone just got phones, wallets out of pockets and was just straight in.
We were playing with the kids and videoing them and just having so much fun swimming together. But what was going through my mind was what we were doing today. That's been going on in that rock pool for thousands of years.
You can imagine the kids coming here for thousands of years, swimming exactly like that. Well, that's what I'm going to do too. I'm not sure if that was a jump or a fall.
The guys that just brought us down to this little water hole, what an absolute cracker. Like, we've been finding looking for something like this for a while, and to come down here and just jump in. A little bit chilly, the kids are loving it. Yeah, crop free, we think, so we'll see how we go.
It's not something I'm particularly proud of to say that I have very little understanding of the Aboriginal culture, their thinking, the people. Today was really quite special for me personally because I met Brad and Uncle Danny who just welcomed us to their land and into their lives. And they shared with me stuff which I can't share. It's very personal to them, but they shared it with me, and I just felt like they were standing there with open arms saying, you know, welcome, which is the way I would treat them if they came to my home, but I've come to their home. And it definitely is challenging to me to think about my interactions with the Indigenous population of Australia.
To find out more about the Western Yalanji Rangers program, or to come and visit Palmerville Station for yourself, why not jump online and check out palmerville.com.au. There you'll find heaps of info about the programs run by Brad and the team, and you're also able to book tours and your campsite bookings for your Palmerville adventure. After the break, it's time for our team to take on one of the Cape's most underrated, but arguably one of the toughest four-wheel drive tracks. The crew are up early and heading off to take on the infamous Old Coach Road.
Oh look, Old Coach Road, I'm expecting big rocks, big climbs, sheer drop-offs, and a lot of step-ups and downs, and yeah, everything in between.
Yeah, so I've heard a few things about the Old Coach Road. Very steep, very rocky, lots of drop-offs on either side of the track. Really got to pick your line. If you're half a metre to the other side, you're going down, 100, 150 metres. So you really got to be aware of where your tyres are sitting on the track.
I don't know a lot about the Old Coach Road other than what I've been told by other people. Some videos I have seen. They had a good reputation of being one of the toughest tracks, if not the toughest, of all the Cape York tracks.
Well, the history that I know of about the Old Coach Road, it was put in for the Gold Rush days and the Telegraph. And that was the main fairway for the old Common Coves from township to township. The Old Coach Road starts at Maytown and goes right through to Delora.
We went for a wander around Maytown, found the old post office, the old courthouse, walked down the street, saw the old stores, the hotels, the bakeries. They had plaques there, so you know what you're actually looking at, which was fantastic for anyone going to check it out. It was just really cool step back in time.
I actually really found it quite enjoyable to just get out and just experience a town that was once a thriving community of our country. Woodsy gave me a bit of a history about obviously some people have come through and actually unearthed the old cobble sidewalks. and things like that. And it actually, to see that that's been preserved is really quite amazing. So, I think it's important that we not only think about where we are right now and where we're going in the future, but what's happened in our past.
So I came in thinking we were going to park the trailer for a couple of days and I'd be taking on Old Coach Road just in a vehicle without towing. If you're going to do it, go all in. So we hooked up, we said, look, let's do it. Johnny from Bushwhacker said, send it. So we did.
Just come down past the ruins, Rick, so into the Palmer River bed and straight into it, mate.
Yeah, she's looking like a pretty rugged track already. What do you do the tyres to?
So they're 47 in the rear and 35 in the front. It's deep sand. Just keep a little bit of momentum going. Ah, that's fine.
Well, we're through Maytown itself and about to hit the track. It's looking really good already. What can I say? I managed to make a coffee and get a biggie.
We are going to feel every inch of this track as.
Everyone needs to go to the bathroom.
Nope.
Oh no, not already. Is that the big ram getting stuck in the very first riverbed?
She's a bit sandy.
Might already have our first recovery close by, guys. Okay, so we were told that we should be airing down our tyres. Ree had actually already done it, so I wasn't too worried about that. But Woodsy yelled out, "You want a coffee?" And I was straight into that and said, "Yes, please, white with 2.
We decided that we were aired down enough and we'd make a coffee. And just as we packed everything up, we were starting to go again. We rolled on and the ram got bombed.
The car decided it was going to be a 2-wheel drive instead of a 4-wheel drive. I knew we were going to be up against it.
Let's just say I'm not the most athletic bloke anymore, so it's, getting through that was quite the struggle. Yeah, when running around that heavy sand, which actually is quite coarse, and really, you dig into it, it is exceptionally hard work even just to walk through it.
So I was running around doing recovery, regretting making a coffee because it was making me sweat. And I'm thinking water would have been a better option. But yeah, no, it was. I was thinking, wow, this is going to be fun. Like we're first gully, first creek, and we got a ram bomb.
Sorry guys, didn't have enough momentum for the soft stuff.
We had to use max tracks to get out, a bit of forward and moving, and but we got it out without too much effort, no winching or nothing, so it wasn't too bad.
Oh, Woodsy, give it some. Well, this could be very embarrassing for the Toyota team.
I just drove in and thought I'd do a bit of show for the TV. It just how it is, just drive in and made sure I broke enough traction to make it look like I was struggling in there with the Land Cruiser.
Whoa, lucky mate.
So yeah, straight out of Maytown, you're pretty well in the track, and straight off the bat, it's pretty wild. Like a lot of big holes. The trucks themselves, it's almost like you're riding on a big elephant. Like there's this big footprints just going into the ground, and the whole thing's just shaking and moving. It's all low range, it's all low gears, and it's just literally crawl, try and pick your line. Keep your wheels straight and you'll get there in the end.
I think the first real challenge where I got to choose my lines and see what I could do and couldn't do was the descent down into the North Palmer River.
Well, this is exactly what we expected of Old Coach Road. This will definitely going to be a bit of a test, I reckon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've heard a bit about it, so it'd be good to see how these trucks go through it.
It's been a bit of a bucket list track for me over the years, having heard many people say it's a good drive, although long and dusty.
Yeah, it was just great, following the trucks and watching them for the first time in amongst the rocks, and I'm like, this is pretty impressive.
To get down here in a nice controlled manner, even though I'm in automatic, I'm in manual mode, first gear, low range. And if I'd had hill descent control, I might use that. I suspect I'm just going to use a lot of gentle brake and lower myself down through the obstacles.
The team have only just started on the infamous Old Coach Road and it's already starting to get rough and ready.
Ree, how are you going back there?
Slowly but good.
Excellent.
I grew up as a bit of a bev chick, bit of a rev head. Motorsports was in my blood. I raced go-karts, paddock bashing in quads and dirt bikes, and my mum raced speedway, and so I'm not shy of getting a bit dirty. And yeah, I mean, I think that, and then growing up, getting a bit older, doing the full drive thing, gave me the confidence to take this on. But having said that, I definitely got tested.
Yeah, so as we came down to that creek, I was absolutely amazed how bad it was rutted out with big holes. Like, it has always been a challenge, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't that bad. And to pull a camper down there, I was thinking, what have I done and got myself into here? But yeah, as we got down to the creek, you could just see the flood damage, the water from the big flood that's gone through that area. It's just unreal, just how it's changed that country.
Yeah, just come down a steep rocky decline. One of the beauty at the moment is recent fires have just come through, which means seeing the track in front of us is real easy instead of having heaps of grass and overgrowth. So that's one little thing in our advantage at the moment, I suppose.
It's great having Woodsy on the trip. He's such a competent four-wheel driver. He makes stuff look easy. And I love wheeling with people like that because you always learn something. You can always improve your skill set when you wheel with somebody who's got a better skill set than you. So I've been watching what he's doing and it's great stuff. Really good stuff.
Picking a line's challenging. You've got to think of where all your wheels are. And if you can stay out of the holes and like straddle stuff, that's the best way you can be. But you can also be mindful if you fall off that straddle that you could do some serious damage falling into the hole. But it's definitely very slow thinking, braking, just constant mirror watching, just everything. You've got so much going on. Your concentration level is definitely through the roof.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Woodsy, I think you've left something pretty important back there on the track. It's always the way, isn't it, Woodsy? As soon as someone gives you a compliment, you do something dumb. Hey, to your credit, at least you knew how to fix it. I have a sneaky suspicion. I reckon that's happened once or twice before, eh, Woodsy?
Thanks, fellas.
Next week, the team continue their run along the Old Coach Road and encounter more than a few challenges along the way.
Obviously, just doing a bit of rock crawling today, and yes, obviously the bolt has snapped off or come off and bent the shock. Bent the shaft of it, so that's the Cape, ladies and gentlemen.
Will all the vehicles make it through? Or will someone get left behind?
Ree is killing it with the driving, but we've had a couple of challenges with our transfer case. So when it's in full low and we're doing a massive incline towing our camper, the transmission seems to be overheating slightly and just getting to a point where we are struggling just a tad.
This is Exploring Off the Grid.